Business Today is brought to you by...
Shouldn't banking start with you? After all, it's your life and we're just one part of it. So no matter what life throws at you, at Scotiabank we guide you through it with people who actually listen and with services that enable what matters most to you. Because at Scotiabank, it starts with you.
This is Business Today. I'm Marlon Madden. Barbados must urgently build out its digital landscape. That's the advice of Regional ICT Sales Manager for Product Business Solutions, PBS, Ashish Attamchandani. He tells Business Today, while government's planned efforts to transform the public sector is a step in the right direction, time is of the essence. And he stressed that training staff on a continuous basis is essential to the efforts. He was speaking on the sidelines of the Dell EMC and PBS Digital Transformation Seminar at the Courtyard by Marriott on Wednesday.
So when you look at the different indexes, the ease of doing business index, Barbados continues to slide on that index, and that's worldly recognized from an investor perspective. So digital IDs, business facilitation, being able to look at pay your passports, your licenses, your liquor license, your police certificate of character, and I know that the government of Barbados is working on this very diligently. So it's definitely extremely important, but I think one of the key things is that how do we retrain our staff to have a digital mindset and a digital approach to doing business. I think that's going to be one of the very fundamental challenges of whether it be government or a private sector organization.
He said given that Barbados was competing with the rest of the world, it was critical that private enterprises develop a sound strategy or face extinction.
To have a good digital strategy, you need to be able to determine, yes, what are the benefits. Are you going digital primarily to drive down costs? Are you looking to increase customer satisfaction? Are you looking to improve operations? So you can have different metrics to drive your different priorities to drive your digital strategy. So I want to be able to launch a new product in 2 months versus a year. That's enabled through agile and technology.
The revenue of the Transport Board is taking a major hit due to the low availability of buses. Chairman of the Transport Board, Gregory Nichols, did not disclose the amount in lost revenue. However, he said in recent years the organization has not been able to meet the demands of some groups, including the disabled community and some chartered services. Nichols was addressing prospective bidders at a Transport Board tendering conference at the Courtyard by Marriott on Thursday. He said he was hoping that the acquisition of electric buses would help to turn things around.
Our charter services have also taken a significant hit because of the low bus availability, but in the glory days of Transport Board, the charter services provided a significant amount of revenue for Transport Board, and it's hoped that with the acquisition of buses, specialized coaches, because these are things that are required within Barbados. Today, we can go into that market in a much more vigorous way.
Under the new fleet upgrading project, government is hoping to acquire at least 40 electric buses in the first phase, and eventually a total of about 120 to 180 buses. Nichols said the Transport Board has not purchased any new buses in the last 12.5 years. He explained that the reduction in the number of Transport Board buses over the years was due to a number of factors, including an aging and overwork.
There's also the high cost of maintenance, parts, and labor that have been restrictive of Transport Board's efforts to keep the bus fleet and numbers up to the optimal level. Our route network requires about 178 buses on a given day. So you can understand when we are below 100, how that impacts directly on our bottom line to be unable to deliver our services.
On any given day, there are between 50 and 100 Transport Board buses on the road. As of December 2018, there were 498 registered ZRs and 225 minibuses. For the first time, an employee of a regional bank has landed a place in the prestigious Future Leaders Program class of 2019 of the Bankers Association Finance and Trade, or BAFT, an international financial services association. Manager of Trade Finance with CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, Kerry Jordan, was one of 32 individuals selected to participate. BAFT is a subsidiary of the American Bankers Association. Through a nomination process supported by their respective institutions, the class of 2019 includes individuals from 14 countries and a variety of disciplines within transaction banking. This year's group will be divided into 4 project teams to address current industry issues. Jordan, who is based in CIBC's head office in Barbados, will collaborate with fellow future leaders on a project entitled Building Collaboration Between Global Transaction Banking and the Rest of the Bank. Now for today's financial tip. Do an annual review of your finances. It could mean making small tweaks that in the long run may pay off. As part of that annual review, it is important that you look at your retirement savings and investment allocations and set new goals. That's been Business Today. You can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper and liking us on Facebook. I'm Marlon Madden.